Hey guys, this is Eve with Scrapbooking with Me, and I told y'all, I think on yesterday's video, that I had a few different items that companies had sent me and asked me to do a review on them if I would. And I had told them yes, and of course, most of these were sent to me before my sweet hubby passed away, so I've had to postpone that. But I wanted to get this one done in particular because I use this company and have been using them for years. They're Neewer, Neewer, and they're lighting mainly. Now, I have two of their lights right now on. There's one on this side. I can dim it, brighten it. You can see the different brightness. And the ones that I have up there are just small ones. They're not anything as big as this. And then I have one on my right side that I can do the same thing, brighten or dim. And they're only about this big. They're teeny tiny, but they have a little switch on them where I can brighten them and dim them, and they hook up to my computer, so they come on when I open up my computer and start to do a video. Now this one is a large one. This is one that Brandon sent me, and he was so sweet. Brandon, thank you so much for your condolences. I really appreciate that. He told me no hurry in the video. You take your time and you do what you need to do, and I really appreciate that. They are a fantastic company. Okay, I was going to see the name of this one. I'm thinking it's the gaming light. They send you all kinds of information with it to show you how to put it together. The operation prompt cards, so they've got all of these little QR codes that you can scan onto your computer or onto your phone or computer, I guess. But this is where you can use this to download the app onto your phone, and then you can just turn this off and on with your phone if you want to. So this is the GL1 Live Gaming and Streaming LED Light. And it gives you a large instruction manual, of course. They always come with all of the different languages too, so it doesn't matter where you are if you purchase it. Now, I'm not going to turn this on and shine it right into the camera, because if I do, it's going to blind you. So what I'm going to do is turn my lights off, the ones that I have, and you can see the difference in me just having my lights on. Now, the only light that I've got on right now is just a light over behind me on my other desk that's kind of shining here. So then I'm going to hold this one up. Now, this is a nice heavy one. It's got a bar here. This hooks, you can hook this on the edge of your desk or a table, whatever you're using. Hook this up. Up here at the top, it's got all of your lights that shows you that it's on, and then it's got your off and on buttons, and then your Wi-Fi button, all of that kind of stuff. And you can see it has the different little ports right here. It's not ports, different little screw holes there. And let's see if I can turn it this way. On this side, and then there's one on the bottom and one on that side. So what you can do is you can hook this up to where it's angled this way, or like I have it with the little tripod part at the bottom. So you can hook the tripod up on either side or the bottom, and that may be the bottom for all I know. I just hooked it up the way that the writing was. But you can hook it up any way that you want. It also comes with another attachment, and this is a swivel one that if you put this on here, then your light would swivel, so you could move it different ways if you wanted to. And it just screws on just like a tripod, basically. And this, like I said, this is nice and sturdy. It's made out of good steel. And then it has these little clamps that tighten up all of that. So I'm going to back off and turn this on and just let you see the difference that's going to make in my desk here. All right, let me see if I can get the buttons on. Whoa, that, see how bright that got? Now, that is definitely bright, so you can turn it up or you can turn it down. Let me get the right button going here. So I'm turning it down now. As you can see, I've turned it down. And I'm shining this directly on my mat here. That's why it's looking kind of orangey. The light is definitely not. I'll see if I can just put a small part. There you go. The light is a white light. It's not orange or anything. But I just wanted to show you what a fantastic light this is. And you can do it as bright as you want. Let's see. Let's go on up. And I'm just going to turn it a little bit so it's not going to blind you. Alright, that's 100% right there. And that just shows you how bright that is. Of course, with me holding it right over my desk, it's going to be like this. But if you hooked it up on like the wall or the side of your desk or way up above your desk, then you wouldn't have this glow like I've got here. But let's turn it back down. And to turn it up and down, let me see if I can show you. There's just a little switch right here, and you just turn that, and as you can see, it's got the numbers here on the back where you can turn it up and down. So if we want to turn it back up some, turn it like that. And then here, I think this one is your Wi-Fi button. Now, I don't have it hooked up to my Wi-Fi right now. And I can't remember what this one is. I think that's to hook it up to your computer, I believe. I would have to read the whole thing. And this is your off and on button. So I can just turn it off by pressing or depressing that button. But I wanted to show you this. Like I said, Brendan was so sweet about telling me to take my time and to show the light just when I had time or when I felt like it. So I wanted to go ahead and show you this. Now I'll tell you what all of those buttons are for. Okay, I'm going to turn my lights back on so I can see how to read. All right, this one, the second one from the end, I think, is your color temp. So that's your color temperature. If you want it brighter or yellower or whatever, you move that one. And then you have the brightness, which I showed you. Then you have the long press power switch, which is the one I showed you that turns it off and on. And then there's a short press standby, off and on. And then the other one on the side is a little Bluetooth. So you have the Bluetooth, which is green. And then the Wi-Fi indicator, which is the one that was the orangey looking. So you can see I'm not hooked up to the Wi-Fi. So, and then it has your display panel on the back. The heat dispensation holes. So there are, I'm turning it really easy. There are holes. Whoops, I just turned it on, didn't I? There are holes right here that the heat can escape through so that things don't get too hot. Then this is your display panel, and it comes with a little piece of plastic over it that I've not pulled it off yet. The power port, which is here, this plugs right into your outlet. And then let's see what else we have. That's just your overview. And then here's your QR code that you can scan on an Android or a Apple device, and it will scan the QR code above to download the Neewer app, register as a new user, and log in. So you can do all of that, and then you'll have your app on your phone, and then I believe you'll be able to turn it off and on and do all of your settings and everything on your phone. Yeah, computer control. So you could hook it up to your computer where you're filming from, and then you could just turn it on when you turn your computer on. It's basically how I've got my lights hooked up now. So the installation, it shows you step by step on installation. Very simple. I think their lighting system, and I've had quite a few lighting systems, and I'm not saying this just because they sent me this light, but their lighting system is probably one of the best that I have come across. And I did order quite a few before I settled on the Neewer lighting system. I ordered, I won't name the names, but I ordered various ones. They just didn't work. They either showed yellow and you couldn't change them, or they would go off and on in the middle of a filming or something. something was just off on them. Some of them would glare really bad, but these have been my favorites. And like I said, if I feel like that it's too bright, I can always just click the button and turn them down a little bit. Same thing with this. You've got all kinds of options. Now I have the 2 because they're small. They're like this big. But if you had this one, that's the only one that you would need to do any kind of filming. You could hook it, like I said, if you have a desk, hook it to the side of your desk and let it shine down on, or let it shine across. You should have all the lighting that you would ever need. Hook it to the front of your desk and let it shine down. You can use the swivel attachment here so that you can tilt it down to your project. If you do face videos, you could have this instead of a ring light. You could have this to shine toward you so that it will kind of light you up so that everybody can be able to see your face. But I just wanted to go ahead and do the video on this one because, like I said, Brendan, number one, was so sweet about everything. When I messaged him and told him that my husband had passed away and it would probably be a little while before I felt like doing a video, he said, "Don't worry about it. My condolences. You just take your time and do your video when you can." So I thought that was sweet enough that made me want to go ahead and do his video first. I have a few others that I need to do, but I'm not going to do them all back to back, so y'all won't see just product videos. But I wanted to show you this one. If I wanted to recommend, and even if they had not sent me this, if I was going to recommend a lighting system to anybody to do videos with, it would be Neewer. Because like I said, I have them myself. I've tried them and they work. They work great. So I've not had any complaints with mine, and I've probably had these for 3 years now. Not had any complaints at all about them. Alright guys, that is it for the video. I will put their link below. Don't forget to go over and check them out. I am sure that you will find, if it's not this lighting, you may find the ones that I've got. I will try to link the ones that I have down below as well as this one. They've got lots of different lighting systems over there, so you could find something that would be good for your YouTube. We will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much, and thank you to Neewer for sponsoring this video. Bye-bye.